Hey Ingram Spark community, welcome to another help video with Lee. Today I'm going to show you how to add pricing for your book during the title setup process. We are on step 2 of the process. So the first thing you want to do on this page is to select your trim size and specifications. I'm going to choose 6x9. As you click, a new line will appear and you'll want to select an item for that category all the way down until we get to the page count. So let's say this is a black and white title on creme. We're going to do a paperback, perfect bound with matte laminate. And there's our page count. So we will put in, and there we are. We'll need this print cost to help with determining pricing. If you want to offer a high wholesale discount, you'll need to at least double that print price. So it gives us a good starting place. Now you'll see a couple of categories within the pricing section: market, retail price, wholesale discount, return, and compensation. So let's define some terms. First, the market refers to which country you're pricing for. This is where you choose if you want your title available to all markets or only to specific ones. We will only distribute to markets which have pricing available. You'll see we've got 6 markets available: United States, United Kingdom, European Union, Australia, Canada, and our Global Connect market. We have print facilities in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. The United Kingdom services the European Union, and then the United States services Canada. We also have partnerships with other countries through our Global Connect program. This partnership allows us to sell your book into markets where we don't have a physical print facility, and that allows your book to have an even wider reach. Stay tuned for another video where we'll go into more detail about the Global Connect program. Next, let's talk about the retail price. This is the suggested price for partners to sell to customers. This is a price that you should see online and at bookstores. This is one option you get to choose to determine your publisher compensation, or how much you get paid per sale of your book. The second option you will choose is your wholesale discount. This is a discount that is given to our distribution partners and is not a retail discount. As you can see, the U.S. market allows you to go between 30 and 54%, and then other markets will have their allowances. The U.K. allows between 35 and 54%. Keep this in mind. If you choose a lower discount, it's less likely to be picked up by a bookstore, and if you choose a higher discount, it is more likely, but not guaranteed. If your strategy includes your book being carried in physical stores, we have found that bookstores are not likely to carry your book without the full trade discount of 55%. If physical bookstores are not part of your release strategy, the discount you choose becomes less important. You must determine what your goals are. Remember, the discount you're providing here is the wholesale discount and not the retail discount. If you want bookstores to receive an industry standard discount, your selected wholesale discount will need to be between 53 and 55%. The next thing you'll need to decide is your book's return status. The return status lets us know if you want us to accept retailers returning your books or not. Most brick and mortar stores require that the books they order be returnable. We have 2 different yes return statuses: yes deliver and yes destroy. Yes deliver indicates that you would like for us to return these returned copies to you. We do not guarantee the condition of these returned books, and we charge a delivery fee per book. For deliveries to the United States, that fee is $2 per book. For deliveries to Canada, it's $20 per book. We do not allow for delivery to other countries or markets. Here's a tip from Lee. Choosing Yes Deliver from Canada often results in paying more for a book than placing a new order, so it might not be a cost-effective choice. In that instance, for Canada, I would suggest choosing Yes Destroy if you want your title to be returnable. Yes Destroy means that when we receive those returns, we recycle them immediately. Keep in mind that returns are shipped to your return address specified on your account at our discretion. Quick tip: if you select Yes Deliver, make sure this address stays updated so your books are delivered to the correct place. You can edit this address in your Account Information tab. Another thing to consider is that accepting returns means accepting a charge for the wholesale price of each returned book. That price is made up of the print cost, which we saw above, and the publisher compensation. Since we have to pay back that retailer the full price they paid, the wholesale price, but still did the job of printing the book, that cost is transferred to you. This makes accepting returns risky because you could end up getting all sales back as returns. This is why you also have the option to say, "No, I don't want returns." If you select no, that means that you are not taking any risk of having returns. Again, the catch is that most brick-and-mortar stores will not stock a title that is not returnable. But choosing to have no returns means no risk. So it's a decision that you have to make as the publisher based on your goals. Something to also consider is that if you enable distribution of your title with a returnable status, then later decide against returns or cancel your title, your book can still be returnable for 180 days. Also, choosing to no longer accept returns can act as a trigger and cause bookstores and retail partners to return books they may not have otherwise once they see there's a time limit. Sometimes this triggers several returns all at once. So make sure if you want to change your return status or cancel your title that you are completely certain. You can also change your return status from being non-returnable to returnable, but any books purchased while your book was non-returnable can be returned to us later once your book is returnable. If you choose to make your book returnable and we receive returns, those will be deducted from your publisher compensation. If there isn't enough compensation to cover the deduction, then the remainder may be invoiced to you for payment. Deciding to accept returns is something you should carefully consider. If you'd like to learn more, I recommend visiting our Distribution Returns Information Help Center article. The final category is compensation, which we've established is the amount of money that you make whenever a book is sold in each market. When you're putting pricing in, it can take a little bit of time for these to calculate because it happens in real time using current currency conversion. When you enter a price in the United States for the first time, it should automatically calculate that retail price in other markets. However, adjustments after that will not necessarily trigger an automatic calculation. Let's enter something close to double the print price as a starting point. Let's do at least double and click out. So we see that with this retail price, we would actually generate negative compensation, which is not what we want to do. So let's go up a bit. And at $10, next we've got to choose a wholesale discount. Let's do 55%. At $10, we would make 73 cents per sale of a book. If that's not quite as much as you wanted, you can of course adjust that retail price. So let's say maybe 16. I always end a price with a 99, a 95, or a 0. I think that the 99 looks a little better though. At $16.99, with a 55% wholesale discount, each sale in the United States would generate $3.88. If we change that wholesale discount to something lower, such as 45%, then click out, you'll see that the site automatically recalculates this compensation. And now it would generate $5.57 per sale in the United States. We've noticed that at a 45% discount, Amazon will still list the title favorably. However, a lower discount may result in a less desirable availability for your title. Remember, your wholesale discount should fit your goals, so keep this in mind when you're selecting your pricing. We'll go ahead and keep that 55% discount that we started with, and we're going to select no returns. Now we'll add the wholesale discounts for our other markets. As you see, the pricing for the original $8 is still in the system, and it has not been recalculated. So what we're going to do is delete all of those, and I'm also going to actually zero out this one and that. So now everything is reset. And we remember we wanted to do $16.99 with a 55% wholesale discount and no returns. Now with that $16.99, it's recalculated and it enters with all the 99s, and we can select the same wholesale discount, or you can change it as you like. And then additionally, we're going to say no returns. Once you've got all your pricing filled out and you're ready to move on, you'll need to click this little checkbox underneath that says that you accept all prices, and then you can move forward with setting up your title. I hope that this video has helped you better understand how to price your books. Check out our other help videos to keep learning. Good luck and happy publishing.